I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Let's take them back.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
And right now for Brooklyn, their season has been exact.
Here for Brooklyn, Robinson's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Bargnani. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Allen. Solomon Hill comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, Freak in at point guard. Solomon Hill is out there with Hill. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Mahimi in at the 5 spot. And that one's good. Freak.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Nets trail by 4. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I was able to talk with Lionel Hollins for just a moment. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, up against this team, finding ways to crack their defensive shell is always going to be the #1 challenge.
And I would say it would be the #2 and #3 challenges as well, guys.
Timeout charged to the Pacers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And here's a look at the stats for Stuckey. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, points, you got to have them. I mean, they do keep score. That's what makes him really valuable in that second unit, points.
Pick up by Hill. Freak dishes to Hill. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Robinson, that's good.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot. And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Indiana moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Stuckey drives inside. And his first shot of the game, no good.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. That's right, baby.
Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. Third, Joe Johnson.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it, but they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
There's a screen by Robinson. Young sets a screen for Johnson. Here's Sloan. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
It's tipped, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
And a look now at the last month for the Nets. How did they stack up in the league statistically over that time frame? 9th in opponent field goal percentage. 12th in shooting percentage. And they're in the top half of the league when it comes to limiting opponents' offense as well.
And you mentioned their opponent's field goal percentage ranking. They do a really good job of closing down the paint, forcing teams to beat them from outside.
Freak passes to Hill. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Jumper off the screen. Sloan's shot is off.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Now here's Ellington. He's guarded by Stuckey. Ellington kicks to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Plenty of space. Sloan, that's good. Indiana leading by 6. And that one's good. Freak's got 6.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
They double him with Freak. For 3, Ellington. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Freak. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Come on now, let's go.
Here's Sloan. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Young. It's stolen by Mahinmi. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Count the bucket. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Johnson draws the double. Right wing. Here's Ellington. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Freak with it. Shoots from 8. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA.
The biggest difference is endurance, both mentally and physically. The college season is what, 30, 40 games max? That's not even halfway through an NBA season. Plus, you're playing against the best talent every night. I'm just trying to put in work, get in the gym, study film, and prepare myself for each and every game.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their team